Dear allies and beloved friends of the Republic of Kosovo, this year has been one of unprecedented challenges. Coronavirus has devastated lives and economies around the world, as it has done here in our young republic. As we reflect on this year and look to the future, I'd like to take this moment to remember those who have lost their lives in the face of this deadly virus and express my deepest condolences to the families who grieve their deaths around the world. I'd also like to thank our international partners who have stood by us during this most challenging year through the provision of medical supplies, capacity building, as well as financial support. But above all, your care and counsel has been invaluable. For all its challenges, this year has also proven that when we come together, we can achieve much more than when we are divided. Around the world and here in Kosovo, we have seen communities come together to support those most in need. This has shown that even in the darkest days, kindness and humanity can prevail. Throughout our history, the people of Kosovo have consistently demonstrated an overwhelming desire for peace, stability, and for justice. While peace has been achieved, the fight for justice still lives on. Over 2 decades on, Kosovo's wounds cannot heal without it. To this day, we have thousands of women who walk around with the unjust stigma of being raped by Serbian forces during the war, while not a single person has been prosecuted for this abhorrent crime. For those women who continue to suffer in silence, I am determined to be their voice. To this day, we have parents who yearn to know the whereabouts of over 1,600 missing Kosovars, the photos of their beloved children, brothers, sisters, and parents hang on the walls of their home as a way of remembering their missing relatives. They live with the hope that they will one day find justice. They have a right to know the whereabouts of their missing loved ones. Serbia committed systematic state-sponsored violence against our people. This resulted in more than 13,000 civilian deaths during the war, 1,133 of which were children. I repeat, children. The repugnant crimes that took place in our land resulted in the highest number of child victims per capita during the Yugoslavia wars. Kosovo's story of the war is of course tragic, but our story is also one of faith, resilience, and hope, and above all, a fight for freedom. Time and again, our people find the strength to fight for the values and rights that we have fundamentally believed in. As acting president, when our history and our truth is challenged, it is my responsibility to ensure our story is heard loud and clear around the world once again. It is in this vein that we ask for your support in pursuit of justice for the Serbian war crimes and genocide, and for accountability for our missing persons. We have been fortunate to have you by our side when we needed it in our struggle for freedom and independence, and we successfully closed that chapter together. But as we face into our present-day challenges, we know we cannot overcome these alone. Our continued success is dependent on the support of our friends and the willingness and patience of allies to stand by us. Today, almost 13 years on since the formation of our state, it is now more important than ever that we continue to embrace and promote democratic values. For this, we must continue to fight corruption and strengthen our institutions and bolster economic prospects. The project of an independent and fully functional state of Kosovo is not only good for us, it is a guarantor for peace and stability in the region and beyond. But as well as understanding our past, we also want the world to understand our potential. Our young country is also the country of youth, with 53% of our people under the age of 25. While all of them represent potential and optimism for our country, they are also our greatest ambassadors to the world. They are the current and future architects of social enterprises, pioneering local and regional projects. They are the founders of internationally praised startups and substantial contributors with innovative solutions to the global challenges. They are our inspiration and our hope for the future. As is evident in some of the world's leading pop stars, footballers, and Olympians, our youth has a lot to offer. Every time they shine on the international stage, they proudly represent our country. And when you see them, I want you to remember the many youngsters in Kosovo. I ask you to believe in them. I ask you to believe in Kosovo. And finally, our dear friends, from the bottom of our heart, I want to thank you once again for all your support. I wish you health, joy, and prosperity. Happy holidays, and thank you.